Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about whether band members are employees or independent contractors. And I think I can pretty confidently state that the vast majority of working musicians out there are classified and paid as independent contractors. The reason for this is pretty obvious, that if the artist classifies you as an employee, then the artist is on the hook to withhold and deposit income taxes, Social Security taxes, Medicare taxes, as well as the matching employer portion of Social Security and Medicare, and unemployment tax on wages paid to the employee. But if the band member is classified as an independent contractor, they have none of these responsibilities, and all of that burden kind of shifts over to the band member themselves. But guess what? It's not up to you whether you're an employee or an independent contractor. You can say it all day long, but it's really up to the IRS. And if they get involved and start looking into your band for whatever reason, they're going to use a number of factors to determine whether somebody is actually an employee or an independent contractor according to them. Some of those factors include control. How much control does the artist have over the band member? And, band members can feel pretty uncontrollable sometimes, but if you think about it, there's actually quite a bit of control going on. When are practices? What's going to be played? Where are the gigs? When are they? What time do I got to show up? How am I going to travel? What am I going to do before the gig? How am I going to play the song? What am I going to do afterward? All those things could cut toward, them being an employee. Another thing are some of the financial aspects of the relationship. Who determine the rate of pay? Is it the independent contractor coming to the artist saying, this is what I get paid and this is what you're going to pay me, or I'm out? Or is it the artist saying, this is what I pay people, and if you want the gig, this is it? Are expenses reimbursed, etc.? Another thing is the nature of the relationship. Is the service being provided a crucial ongoing part of the business? The IRS could come in and go, well, it's music and drums are kind of crucial to what you're doing, so it could weigh against it. Now, every situation is very different. Every band is different. The setup's different. So it's impossible to just kind of make broad statements because you got to interpret the way things are actually done in your band. But it matters because if you misclassify someone and the IRS does get involved, then the artist could be liable for some back taxes and penalties and that sort of thing. You want to avoid that. So what we recommend is that you have an agreement. You have a band member agreement. It clearly lays out the nature of the relationship, the duties and responsibilities, who's going to handle what, and I think importantly, what happens, assuming it's an independent contractor agreement, what happens if the IRS comes in and says that you've misclassified? How does that get handled? So just think about this stuff. Nobody ever picked up a guitar hoping it would lead to math, but it does. So you got to think about these things if you want to be a successful musician, and you don't want non-musical things dragging down the vibe and killing your forward momentum. Just deal with it. So anyway, be good out there, and I'll talk to you soon.